Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire on Path of the Damned, which is the hardest difficulty. We have chosen Aloth instead of Seraphin for now. Seraphin will stay for long. That's why we will dismiss him now. We will have enough time with him later.
While we have the chance.
So, for now,
Of course.
let's move a moment. Let's quickly do the assignment here because I don't think that Ishi has to be this far back. Ishi is a melee bird, can actually move here. She wants to talk, so let's see what she has to say. First we save here. I want another save. I want two saves, one with Seraph and one with her. Let's see what she says.
I know exactly what you're thinking.
Maya folds her arms and clicks her tongue against the roof of her mouth. I sincerely doubt it.
Doubt is healthy. We can work with doubt. You're asking yourself, how did I let the Royal Deadfire Company plant an informant in my crew?
She chuckles to herself, but there's a note of resignation to it.
My superiors might expect me to report in from time to time, but don't read too much into it. You're not the only big thing happening around here. I'm in this for a lot of information, a little diplomacy, and plenty of target practice.
She opens her palms and shrugs. Okay. Well, I have to say, at least you're upfront about spying on me.
Better that you hear it from me than someone else, right? The company isn't in the business of reassigning officers outside of the mission unless they've got a damn good reason. And you are a damn good reason. Take the compliment.
My boxes have a weird noise to it. Let's see if it's because of the wire. It usually is because of that. Okay. What if my actions damage the Royal Deadfire Company?
This whole campaign is a risk-benefit analysis. The Navy knows you're a gamble, and they're factoring in all potential losses.
It has some back noise that annoys me. I want to see if it stays.
Raotai is here to do some good work, since the Huana can't seem to do it themselves. Maybe just try and stay out of our way.
No, it still has it sometimes. I hope my boxes are not dying right now. Because they are old. They are very old. They are older than anything else on my computer. They're actually older than my last computer. Huh. I'm seeking Eothas. I want no part in trading company drama.
Then I look forward to seeing how long it takes before you find yourself in someone's back pocket. Oh, guess you ought to meet the bird. Ishi is smarter than he looks, but don't expect him to do any tricks.
She nods toward the colorful bird of prey hopping around her ankles.
Ishi, come.
Maya taps her arm with two fingers and clicks her tongue on it.
That's a good-looking bird.
It raises one hand and waggles his index finger.
Hey, birdie. Hey, birdie.
Ishiza shows no sign of recognition toward Maya or Ede. Cool, Ishi. It's benevolent. Take your tongue like Maya. Good bird. Great, another pet to mess up my shit. No, I will try to click out her tongue like Maya. Cocking his head, Ishiza turns to you with a mixture of curiosity and skepticism.
Takes practice before he'll listen to you properly, but that's a good start.
Eder nods at Ishiza, who bobs his head in response. Eder nods twice, and the large bird replies with two head bobs. Eder begins tilting his head up and down, and Ishiza follows it with vigorous full body bobs. Encouraged, Eder starts bouncing his own body up and down, at which point Ishiza stops bouncing and watches Eder with cockeyed curiosity.
Did your friend suffer a head wound?
Maya frowns at Eder.
Before we get into deeper waters, I've got a question.
I love this stuff. When you get to see in this simple acts, how the characters are. You get a glimpse of their personalities. I love that about this game.
You've got a ship and a title. Being captain means more than just wearing a big hat. A lot of tough calls to be made.
I'm figuring it out as I go, but yes.
A crew can be like family. They can also be like a nest of squalling infants. Let's say your galley cook was fixing to organize the rest of the crew into a mutiny. How would you handle it?
Okay, good Im. I'll get ahead of the problem and compromise with the crew. Very diplomatic, certainly not. I'd kill her, set an example for the rest. If she had better grasp on moral, I'd cede command until we made port. Light a fuse leading to the black powder and leap over the railing. Wow, so blow up the ship and run? Why? How is that cruel? Why is cruel always like behaving in a super destructive and moronic way? It's so hard to be cruel. Let it play out, see what happens. No. I'd kill her, set an example for the rest.
Terror is a kind of loyalty, as my first captain always said.
Jodie lifts her chin in interest.
Of course, the only right answer is the one that works in a given time and place. I just wanted to hear yours.
I will stifle the mutiny yourself, soldier?
Mostly preemptive measures. We try to pull the weeds before they reach the garden. But enough about me. Glad to be aboard, Captain.
Let's be off for now. Wait, there's more?
Speak your mind, Captain.
Ooh! No. We can do that later. First, talk to the
Your
prince.
coming is a favorable omen already.
Ooh, we got one because we're a scholar. Neat. I know enough to not to believe in omens. You don't need to tell me. I'm just happy to be alive. No. I know enough not to believe in omens.
Nonsense. How else do the gods whisper in our ear?
They usually rip me out of my body into the in-between and tell me in person.
You happen by a time when our rivals bicker and tear at each other's throats. It does not take a priest to see how the gods send us an outsider to dig under the skin of our enemies.
Arui, he chuckles to himself and nods. You never know, I could be a bad omen.
Bad to outsiders, I say. Anyone who can empty this hall of dignitaries is a friend to the Juana. I will not paddle around the island. My sister wants to know if you are as useful as you are disruptive. She trusts me to judge this. You did not come this far to serve the crown, I say. But sailing is an expensive hobby. Loyal service can keep your galley stocked.
Have any problems with loyalty lately?
Nekataka is a city of friends, I say. We exchange so much between districts. Even my sister's advisors dine at the officers' lounge and indulge at the wild mare.
Arui grimaces and looks away. Oh, you don't like it. I take it you prefer friends to remain close.
Here in Serpent's Crown, I can guarantee safety. But cavorting with outsiders, Akira, that is open water. A helpful warning, Herald of Bereth, from one friend to another.
I could use some extra coin to outfit the Defiant.
Akira, to patch a hull or stitch a sail is costly when supplies come from distant islands. The city has honest work for those in need, I say, and insists that everyone carry a heavy purse.
Okay. What kind of loyal service did you have in mind?
My sister keeps a tight grip on Nekataka, but the filth of it drips down her palm and into the gullet. Under our noses, I say, do foreigners smuggle contraband and pay the Raparu for their silence. Take this if you need proof.
Envoy's badge. A Valiant Envoy medallion? The Republic's reward these for exemplary service.
Akira, you are sharper than my guards for knowing this, I say. An envoy ship sank a day's voyage out of Nakataka. He wore that on his breast.
Huh.
My guards recovered it in a raid of the gullet. This confirms my suspicion. Nakataka has a pirate problem.
Interesting. And I just arrived, and it already had a pirate problem before I was cool. Interesting. Arui, his upper lip curls with distaste. Oh, your upper lip will curl a lot in this game.
Smugglers and thieves cluster like rats in Delver's Row, a growth in the bowels of our city.
Smugglers and thieves? I'd see more like raiders and conquerors. But we'll see about that.
I want someone to peddle the medallion to the black market, earn the trust of these pirates, and learn how supplies come into my city.
Supplies, motherfucker. His gaze rises to meet yours, cold and calculating. Sounds profitable. Anything else I should know?
Yours is not a face that others will recognize. Let no one learn that you work for the crown. When you travel down the mountain, see Takehu in Pariki's overlook. He is a godlike, one who the people look to for hope. Ngati's chosen knows of our troubles. He could also use a lesson in Raparu modesty.
Okay, so I need Takeho in the party, of course, for obvious reason. This is gonna be hard. Because I haven't gotten rid of Adair yet, and of Maya. I need Takeho for a while in my party. But whom do I throw out for that? I want to keep Seraphin along with me when we do all the piratey stuff, because that's where he knows stuff. But I also need Takeho, as he tells me. Never heard of a local guide? God is chosen. Want the godlike draw unnecessary attention.
Juana look up to Ngati's chosen, even as he looks down on them.
Ngati is Juana tricks the goddess with a humanoid body and the head of an anglerfish. In other words, she's Ondra.
That sort of attention opens more doors than it closes, I say.
Digging around the city slums doesn't sound like my line of work. No, it actually does sound exactly like my work. God is chosen.
Takehu was touched by the goddess Ngati at birth. He is as much a creature of the sea as he is Hawana. We are left to interpret what the goddess intends by sending him among us.
Never hurts to have a local guide. I'll go find Takehu.
Akira, if I know Takehu, he is stirring tempers in the Water Shapers Guild. Be on your guard in the gullet. I fear the caverns run deeper than even Ngati could guess.
Sure. Then, if I remember correctly, this place has also some kind of dude. Gives me money for all this stuff. I'm not sure if it is on this level. No, it's
what do you need of me? Well, goodbye.
This guy just teaches you something for 3,000 bucks. Wait, I can just take this. Then the upper floor is the queen. Let's go up. And then we find the guy. It gives us some bounty hunting quests. And then we need the Dawn Star Temple. So we can get rid of Adair there.
Barati pays coin to feed the great eel.
Hello. I'm sure we can steal lots of stuff in here, right? Yeah, Maya should... Oh... Mechanic skill too low.
What have we here?
But perception is already high. Good. Some scroll. Ooh, actually good scrolls. Good. We're done stealing here for now, because we cannot do this. Mechanics too low. How is her mechanics? Okay, no. At 1, I usually make her the mechanics. Does it depend on the class I choose? Because she has a lot of arcana. She would do great with the arbalest, actually. But that's not the way we do it now. Here's the guy, I think.
He smells one touched by the great eel, does Barati.
A sizable Amawa tilts his head up and looks down his nose at you, flaring his nostrils with hungry interest.
You are a woman who sits across a fire with death. Akira?
The Pallet Knight and I are on familiar terms. He nods, clasping his hands with quiet delight.
For glutting mighty Tangaloa and hurling foes into their next life, Barati can offer payment. Coins for feeding hungry gods. Akira? Rewarding those who appease the great eel. This is Barati's cause. May the beasts of the dreaming lands never know famine.
What bounties do you have available?
Tangaloa rolls a hungry eye toward Dichila, a Valian captain who scouts for luminous Adra in sacred lands.
I'll take the bounty.
Akira. Tangaloa knew it would be so. Dichila sails her voyager Alicio around the waters south of Nikitaka. The great eel hungers for her soul.
Okay, very well. But I think there's not much more.
You songwriters need a guild if you hope to learn discipline.
Not so. We speak in the tongue of Ngati and Amira. Your pretty dances may upset the puddle, but we command the wind and sky.
Hey, I have missed our little talks.
Akira.
No. More stealing. Yep, more stealing. Steal this. There was some note. Steal this. Steal this. Okay. This one. What was this? Stormspeaker's warning. My prince. Stormspeaker Baro. I have warned Kamauka against calling rain over the outsider forts, but still she delights in rusting their weapons and mudding their soil, which tells me that someone must have put her up to this trickery. Someone she trusts. She admires you, my prince, but I say that she is a storm you cannot control. Onikaza will not thank you for prodding the eels then. You have given enough faith to Trickster Ngati. Now that take Amira's example and wait the hatching of the egg. The turbulent skies speak of change and upheaval. I say let them come, but save your strength for the day the skies open. I have recommended that Kamauka seek you out. There is a place for her in the fleet if you find yourself in need of Amira's sharpened beak. Okay. I already look forward to crafting, but right now we do not really have the materials. And with crafting I mean actually more enchantment than crafting. So let's get up to the roof and then we go out. One last talk to the queen. And then to the sacred stairs and hopefully anger Adair enough that he leaves. I hope that Shoti doesn't take too much of a disappointment in that because they believe in the same god, more or less. I mean, that is real, we all know. Crushed my castle after all. And I think Queen Onikaza is pretty cool. Sadly, most people dislike her. Kinda sad. But look at these, he has 2 tigers. 2 elder tigers. So cute. I want 2 elder tigers too.
You make a habit of turning up uninvited.
The queen has affected a far more relaxed posture. A pair of tigers lounge indolently beside her seat.
Kahopa, Tangaloa, welcome our guest.
She nods down to the cats they fix with attentive stares that cause many of the courtiers and attendants to gasp.
Watch out. When these things lick, well, I hope for your sake you're not ticklish.
You travel with a brave crew, Watcher.
Okay, as a ranger I could say something. I don't like the answer options here. I can say good, or I can say get those beasts away, or I can take a step back. Fine, we'll go with this one because I did not go for this one yet. Get those beasts away from me.
No love of the wild, Akira? Or do you fear what you cannot control? Something you and the Hazanui share? Nothing to fear, I say. If a queen cannot wrangle 2 cats, what right has she to the Deadfire?
See, that's why I like her.
There are many leagues between here and Hasongo. I trust you have packed for the journey.
I need direction. Which way is Hazongo?
Sail west from Nekataka's harbor. I would tell you to watch for a lighthouse, but Hasongo's Adra has gone dark. Take care that your ship does not run aground. There. You have it from a queen. Safe travels, Watcher.
Okay. So, not much to do up here, I guess. And go down here. I think there's a cat that I can get. Although I will stay with my bird, with the white one. What's it again? Blackout! I don't know what it is. Forgot it. Prissy. And some dude that can teach us stuff for money. What can Prissy do? Healing done. And when killing enemies, you get some stuff. Oh, if we get rid of Eder, I should... Right. We'll keep our cats in here. You may have to take the gladiator. Well, is anyone here with sword and shield? The Durwood mayoral is something I would need. Bluff and diplomacy. That's all I get. And the Gaun's pledge. What can I enchant this with? I just think it's just some tankiness. Some immunity, some less crush damage, resistance to stuff. Actually, really good armor. Do we have some basic armor? Wanna guard Brigandine. We don't need to strip him naked. But to be honest, I do not expect to get into a fight. Okay, we will switch stuff around. Later. I'm surprised that Alof never said anything. Kinda sad. Okay, we're one down, so we can get already out. Let's check the reputation between characters. Adair likes Xoti a lot already. Xoti does like no one. Alof dislikes Seraphin and likes Xoti. Alof could become a problem. I can always remove Alof and take Dikeo. That's an option. Maya is neutral towards everyone. Well, Maya just joined. Obviously she is. So, the Dawn Stars and probably talking with Maya could be part of this episode.
What all do you write in those reports of yours, Maya? Did you detail the Watcher? What about me?
I may have told the company one or two choice details about you.
For real? You thought me worth noting in your politic papers? Maybe I'll make my temple proud yet.
So you're flattered. Interesting. Guess I'll add that to the next report.
Okay, now here we go. Get a feeling that I forget something. Let's go here. From here we can also enter the gullet afterwards, and the brass citadel. I guess we take the gullet for the least, because in the gullet we will do some questing first. Do we? Or do we explore a few islands first? Let's have a look at my item sheet. It's rather a dangerous place. That's also a dangerous place. That island is quite far away. And that is an item that is being sold in the Brass Citadel, but rather expensive. So no, oh, the ship quest is the one we should do first. So I guess, but I want, who do I want when we go to the brothel? Who do I want with me?
Incense. Offerings for the temple.
Hello.
Shining God, light your path, stranger. Can I interest you in any of our wares? We gathered what we could. Much of our coin goes towards feeding those in need over at the temple.
Oh God, feeding those in need. We're playing cruel.
Thank you, ma'am.
Boots of speed. Nah, who cares? Necklace of fireballs. Just 8 fireballs and then it's done. It's not so useful. A koiki fruit. Potion of moderate healing. Hearty breakfast. Medical supplies. We do not have that many medical supplies. And we will need a lot of medical supplies in the end. But I don't think that we have anything for you here. Although we can sell you a little bit of things, a little bit of clothing that we don't need. I'll keep the Juana Guard Brigandine for now. So I don't have to leave anyone naked for now. The wand is garbage. Just a very few items, but still it's 1,000 money. Wait, those are 2 hats. I don't need them, they look like mushrooms. Silly hats. Why would I want a mushroom on my head? Or a hat that looks like one? Certainly not. So, then it's time to go down here. We have here some people praying, and here we have the Temple of Gone. That's where we're supposed to go. I hope you're not dragged into dialogue right away because I want to save. Because I may need to do some save scumming to get the results I want. Because I want the roleplay to be proper, but I also want an interesting way to get rid of Eder. Okay, let's look around at Derek.
So it is you. I could not think of a reason why your ghost should haunt the Deadfire, save to haunt me. And that smacks of arrogance.
Derek smiles crookedly at you, something which causes the soldier beside him to regard you with bemused curiosity.
Sister.
Derek turns towards Jyoti, bowing his head. Derek gestures and the soldier turns away. He steps in closer towards you as if to share a conspirational whisper, but you notice that he is looking elsewhere, behind you, around you.
Another collection of spirits? The rumor was that Cat Nua was destroyed, and you with it. I was sorry to hear it.
I honestly have no idea who he is, but it must be from Gilded Vale or somewhere. Derek, I thought you'd go back to Red Seraph.
I did in time. Once I thought I'd summoned up the words to explain what happened in the White March.
Oh, it's some
None of it
White
made
March
much
stuff.
sense to the Regency, but my men stood by me.
I really
If I
don't
was
remember.
mad, so were they.
I really don't remember the names of the people in the White March. I only remember the Devil of Karok, which is... Oh, I love this girl. Devil of Karok is amazing. So sad that she did not really made it to this game. There are some hints of her, but that's about it.
When the priest spoke of Aethys' return, I volunteered to come, along with a few of my men. I think the Morning Council was content to have me out of the way. That's putting it all very simply. But then, I suspect few of us have simple reasons for coming to the Deadfire.
I'm here to conquer the Deadfire for the Deerwood. I think I'll build my next keep here.
Hey, that's good thinking. And then when Aethys comes back and smashes it, we can get the drop on him.
Derek shakes his head, looking off into the distance with an expression of aggrieved resignation. What news of Red Seraph?
Each missive from the Deadfire raises new tumult. Some believe our Lord restored, while others doubt. We've done penance for many long years. None of us know what forgiveness ought to look like.
It doesn't seem like Aethys has his mind on forgiveness these days.
Still fretting about your watcher abilities?
I don't know. I came here on a pilgrimage of a kind. Nekataka is full of spirits. And the sea, where to begin?
Self-loathing is a blight on the soul, Adaric. Don't make your journey through hell darker than it has to be.
You're right, of course, sister.
Derek stands up a little straighter as if scolded. He shifts uncomfortably, his gaunt face down.
You are a watcher still, yet you are neither mad nor killed. It's good to see.
And you aren't... Oh, I hope. No. Okay. I found the man behind my awakening and put my past lives to rest.
The cure you sought, and which I was weak enough to doubt. See, there. Determination will win out every time. And now you are on to new challenges.
Now I could say, sorry, Adaric, I lost your sword along with my castle. No, I won't say that because I'm not sorry. See you around, Adaric.
Take care, and may the shining god light your way.
Sure.
Surely
So we have done that. I will overwrite the last file because I'm fine with how the dialogue went. But we have some more dialogue to do here. We have the Priestess 7. Hello. As you approach, a wood elf straightens over an altar to Gone. Her robes mark her as High Priestess. She arches and cracks her back loudly, a satisfied grin spreading across her face soon after.
Shody, I do hope you are not getting into trouble now. Who, me? No, I wouldn't dream of it.
You're the High Priestess of the temple.
Do swine stink like shit?
She hits you with a toothy smile, eye glittering with amusement.
I'm guessing you're not here to worship. Then what can I do for you?
You are devotees of Gone. What about Eoth's other manifestations?
Gone's the only one that matters.
Sewin shuts her eyes, exhales sharply, and then opens them again to regard you with a patient smile.
The shining god's got many faces, but they're all his to wear. Divine King Widewind, he saw the dawn stars, telling him of things to come. But it's gone with sickle and lantern that's come to the Deadfire. Our god's returned, and he's gonna bring balance to the world. He's gonna right all the wrongs we have suffered. Gone will bring a new beginning for all of us when that hour comes.
Sounds as if he's the avatar, bring balance to the world, because everything changed when the Magran nation attacked. We're looking for someone. She may have through here years back. I think there is a word missing.
We receive followers of the Shining God every day. You might want to speak with Nordegand over there. She's been here the longest and takes care to know everyone of our faith.
Doesn't this place get a little damp?
No more than anywhere else. No sense fighting it. The water sustains our faith, surely as it does these trees.
Okay, you must be getting a lot of people in here these days.
Oh, yes. People are afraid, angry. Change can be frightening. But what did any of us come here for, if not a new beginning?
Somewhat. You certainly did. Nordegand up here. Okay, sure, let's get Nordegand then. Hello, Nordegand.
Here for a meal? Just get in line, dear. Ain't no trick to it.
Hey, there's a lady I'm looking for. Came from Deerwood.
Come on, boxes. Stop doing that.
Short, got a bad temper. It goes by Alava Mazzy. Heard of her?
I know an Alava, but that ain't a surname.
No?
There's Jaws shifts sideways to gnaw on his pipes.
Not real warm, that one. Stop by unannounced, you get a pistol up your nose when she answers the door.
She tries that with me, she'll get one in each nostril.
Yeah, that's her. So, she's living with her, husband, then?
Not that I noticed.
Adair exhales a surprising amount of air.
Huh. Must be laying low.
Just that boy of hers.
Adair's body goes perfectly still. It seems to waver in the breeze.
She's got a son? How old would you say? Like a little boy?
Al's eyes go wide with shock, then delight. He's watching Adair the way a cat watches a wounded mouse. Oh, this is great. When I was here the first playthrough, Alof wasn't part of the party. I had already Tiki who added.
I'd be happy to help you with the math.
Oh, this is getting good.
Oh, I couldn't say. It's been years. He must be a young man by now.
Wow, that's something. Well, thanks for your help.
Don't you want to know where to find her?
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
She's in Hasongo, last I heard.
Oh, too
Got a
bad.
little plot of land out there.
I guess we'll look that way then. Much obliged.
The Songo, isn't that the place that Earth has just trampled? Or we... Oh, an abandoned cat. Let me go. So what does this abandoned cat do? Frau Niels. Accuracy with melee attacks and bonus health. Useful, but we're not a pure melee group, so yeah. Nice. Okay. So, that went well. Let's save again. So we have done the Temple of Gorn. I actually want to go to a song, because I think... I mean, it's kind of obvious what our... I want to get rid of it there. I first thought I may be able to do it here, but of course...
Excellent.
Of course there is there is this thing with Hasongo, which we could go for quite soon, because we know where Hasongo is. We could do that quest earlier.
Did Kana ever get to meet Ishi?
Briefly. It didn't go well.
Really? And Kana always seemed agreeable to me.
Oh, you weren't there for the White Flood. Ishi can purge his whole intestine at once if he's feeling ornery. Kana never wore that hat again.
Oh my god.
You know how I've been saying there's nothing more important to me than us freeing you from Bareth's bonds? Well, I meant that. I did.
Eder breath lingers in his chest and his mouth hangs ajar, throwing his statement into immediate doubt. His point is, I want to get rid of Eder as soon as possible because I have other characters. I want Seraphin and Palagina into the group. But at Hasongo, I kind of need Maya too. Or maybe Seraphin can do work too there. I'm not sure. But Hasongo is the Rawatai outpost, so it has nothing to do with piratey stuff. I'll see how we deal with that. I'm not sure who to keep along with.
But there's this other thing I need to see about. On the way, like. I was gonna tell you.
I mean, spoken like personally, not the character, not Sylvanas. Me, Ayane Ranma. I really like Eder, I really like Maya, and I really like Sholti. Those three are my favorite characters of this game, because they are very interesting and very entertaining and super lovable. Eder was always one of my favorites in the game 1, Palagina I liked too, and of course Alof. Oh, and Kana. Kana was always fun. So yeah. Takeo is fun, but he's okay, I think. The other characters interest me more. And I personally do not have much interest in Seraphin. He's just... I don't know, he feels a bit generic to me. He's just the rough guy, piratey guy that does some... He's just the chaotic neutral guy. He's not evil, but he's also certainly not good. He's just like your typical anti-hero. And that is a little bit out of movies and all that stuff. He would be too often the protagonist, or like someone... Oh, let's say it like this. Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not a fan of the raccoon. He can be funny, but usually he's more like annoying and very predictable and But maybe it's not a fair comparison, because I'm not... Of all the Marvel franchises, Guardians of the Galaxy is probably my least favorite. It's a funny one, but I think the characters are not very deep. They feel way too two-dimensional. Captain America or Iron Man are much better fleshed out, for example. I mean, it's my opinion. Probably each person has their priorities. I mean, if humor is super important for you in a movie, then of course Guardians of the Galaxy is super great and Seraphim will be a lot of fun in your group. But if you want someone with deeper personality, that has some different and maybe contradictory aspects to it, then Seraphim can get a little bit boring in my opinion. So yeah, but now let's focus on the topic we have here. It's about love. You don't have to explain. Why not? I use you for my ends all the time.
Exactly, you understand. Wait, how's that?
He shakes it off and continues.
This woman, well, love's not the right word. But she was something to me once, back in Gilded Vale. When I was mayor of Deerford, I had this vision of what I wanted it to look like. It was going to be what Gilded Vale was, before the legacy. And in some ways it got there. I was proud of that. But it didn't feel like I thought it would. Come to realize there was someone I needed to show it to. Ilava. Well, she'd have been about the last person left in Deerwood who'd have seen what I made and understood. Last I saw her, she was going to New Hayamar. Went looking for her there, only to find that she'd left a long time ago. Anyway, I don't expect you to understand, but I gotta know she ended up all right.
Sounds like she ended up with a son.
Yeah, that's something. Coming out of Deerwood during that time. When I knew her, she had another little boy, just a baby. But the legacy deprived him of a proper life. I never found out what happened to him. But with the Hollowborn, you didn't have to ask. Guess he got a brother, though.
I will go with this. I'm not sure if this leads me to more options or if it kills the quest, so we may have to reload. This can't wait until after Barath has released me.
Nothing personal, but I don't know if there will be an after. Even though you may be the only one I wouldn't bet against. I followed you once when there was something you had to do to put your soul at ease. You went through a lot, but we did it. Now I'm asking you to let me see to mine.
You're sure you want to know where this leads?
No, but I don't see a way to let this go. Least a way's not now. Last time I saw Ilava, we got friendly. Now she's got a son.
I mean, let's be real here. It would be super rude to tell him that we're not going after this quest, when this quest actually goes to Hasongo, the place where we have to go anyway. Okay, let's get moving. Still at -1. I would love to max it out. So we have had this talk. And it went okay.
We will witness a new beginning.
So we still have the brothel quest. But I get the feeling I want to do Hasongo first. I could do Hasongo in this group though. I mean, I could go directly for Hasongo. I would like to get Palagina ahead, but then I have to kick out someone of those. And I would also like to retrain Maya, to be honest. Let's see if there is someone to talk here. No, not this guy. This guy is also one that sells... Oh, Forsaken Cat. What does PotD do? Cute name. +1 to fire, keyword the power levels. That is what we want with the other playthrough. Oh yes, and... reflex bonus. Yeah, sure, that's good. Oh, but we also want a better ship. But for Hasongo it doesn't matter much, I guess. The Magranite priest has the build of a boulder. He's thick as His thick-set frame stretches his robes at the seam. He regards you with a steady, calm gaze, nodding.
Be welcome. We gather to honor the goddess, for we must earn the strength to endure the darkest of life's battles.
I didn't expect so many foreigners at temples.
It is an opportunity to learn. What good is a fighter who knows how to defend against a single enemy? If we must one day fight one another, such is Magran's will. Each obstacle is a challenge we must answer. These are whetstones that sharpen us into fine blades.
Magranite, for you is everything a challenge. This is your temple.
Kira, rain and wind is a better teacher than any priest. A fighter accustomed to comfort earns only bruises.
Personally, I'd rather hold up the book. Nah, it's fine. I don't mind a fight. Okay, there are some temple stuff down here, but I think we skip that for now. Because we want to go to the gullet. No, do we want to? Well, we can at least open the trap, I guess.
So you defeated this ship-devouring beast all by yourself?
So scary.
I'm telling you, you just have to aim for the eyes.
So I think we go to Hasonga directly, and then we get rid of Air there. I hope I can do Hasonga at this level, which is level 5. So we can go to the gullet from here. The brothel. Yeah, the brothel has to wait. And I'm not sure whom I want to keep. I certainly want Seraphin to have with me in the brothel. And probably Takeo instead of Palagina. Then the question is Seraphin, Takeo, Aloth and Xoti. But what about Maya? Ooh, I don't know. Maybe we'll get rid of Maya already later. This is hard. I want one more companion slot. Damn it. Oh, okay, yeah. Some people will probably now harass me. I'm not reading all of this text. Oh, we just get into the gullets and got some flavor text, sure.
Please, I did nothing.
Someone gets dragged away and guard delivers a savage backhand.
Enough! Or do you wish to consign her to the old city as well?
Let him go!
Beer, I'm sorry.
Your tongue flops like a dying fish. I tire of its stink. Lower him down!
The guards drag the Roparo into a metal cage and lock him inside. He shouts and rattles the bars as it is lowered over the edge of the platform. Eventually his screams are lost to the depth.
May Tangaloa devour your souls, you cold-blooded eels.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so now we are in the gullet.
The gullet is no place for outsiders.
Is it not? I heard you have a problem with outsiders here. So maybe it is the right place. Yes, home. It wasn't that a lady we just had. Although I would like to have... So, how do I get... Brass Citadel? Yeah, we have Maya along, so let's go to the Brass Citadel already. Oh, and before we get rid of Eder, I wanna probably tell Maya. But then I need Palagina in the group instead of Xoti. So we need to recruit Palagina too. Damn, is this hard. I could play without Xoti, but then I have only Aloth to go for. I would like to go for Xoti. I'm still not sure if Aloth will actually.
What is your business at the Brass Citadel?
Calm seas, Stranger.
You are the mysterious Watcher. The one who nearly caused a riot in Queensbirth. Forgive my ignorance. I did not know you were from the Rough Country. Grand Secretary Atsura wants to meet you. His office is on the lower level of Imperial Command. Up the stairs. Once you're inside, go downstairs through the room on the right.
What about the Hazanui?
Her office is at the back of Imperial Command. She is busy organizing other matters.
Okay.
But I am sure she will grant you an audience.
Leave. No Valiant spy is coming through on my watch.
I'm a merchant. I have business inside.
You want to see our walls, our cannons, our powder house. You must think I'm an idiot.
Ak, you got one thing right.
Hello.
The Royal Deadfire Company is a trading company, is it not? And you are on Kahanga soil. You cannot turn me away.
The Brass Citadel and the Royal Deadfire Company operate under the auspices of the Ranga Nui of Rawatai. We answer to him, not to you. And certainly not to some tribal queen of Nekataka.
Will both of you be quiet? and sick of listening to you.
I'm not keeping you here.
Ak, I'll bet you let her stroll right in.
What are you two arguing about?
These Valians are always sending their spies to snoop around. And I won't have it.
And these Rawataians think they own anything they stack 2 stones on top of. I am here to conduct business, not engage in petty power struggles.
I'm staying out of this.
Green islands and blue skies.
The locals don't know how good they have it.
So in here we have to get some quests. Maybe it gives us some experience. Gotta see. Okay, so there was some dude I need to talk with. There's also this one. Hello.
I always forget that part. Say, you're the Watcher of Cadnua, aren't you? I've never met anyone famous before, except the Hazanui. She yells at me sometimes.
The Hazanui yells at you?
Oh, all the time. Where's my white leaf? Stop daydreaming. So bore me, if you lose the ledgers again, I'll have you clean the latrines. All this time, I didn't realize she knew my name.
Are you always this excitable?
It's just, this is my first time away from the rough country. I'd heard there were thick, green forests and sandy beaches without a storm in sight, but I never imagined this. You must have traveled lots, seen all sorts of amazing places.
Sure, I've just got to get Eothas to stop stepping on them.
Now, that sounds like an adventure. I'd love Rawatai, but it's hard to go a week without seeing storms, or hearing about mudslides burying a village somewhere.
You're the quartermaster, can you sell me something?
I really wish I could, but my supplies are for the Royal Deadfire Company and our allies. Hazanui's orders. Maybe if you impress her or Atsura, they could make an exception.
Sure, so I need to do more quests for you guys, I guess. Let's get first to the Hazanui. Hello! Stop moving. Hazanui Karu paces near her desk, looking like a shark circling the shallows. She clenches a long, elegant pipe between her teeth, the smoke trailing an acrid wake behind her. She looks up when you enter and favors you with a brief nod of acknowledgement.
The former lady of Cadnua, and one-time terrifier of harbor masters, if dockside tales are to be believed.
She smiles briefly through the smoke. I like her already. She knows her stuff. She knows who I am. That's good. I like when people show me some respect.
You have not brought much good news of late.
No, I usually don't.
So, in addition to pirates, profiteers, and slavers, the Deadfire has a vengeful god roaming its waters?
Slavers? Although slavery is illegal in the Deadfire archipelago, the region is too vast to be adequately policed. Slavers operate at the fringes of contested waters and are quick to take advantage of an isolated Huana tribe or foreign ship in trouble. Is it rational? No. Okay. Things could be worse. At least it's not Scan. She is the god of defiance, violence, rebellion, sacred hatred, covert plots, resentment, and envy. I love this god. At least Sylvanas does.
Tell that to my dead at Hasongo. Just what the archipelago needs. One more disaster tugging at the seams. He must be stopped.
Is a giant made of living adder that can absorb souls in an instant. Got any ideas?
Anything can be stopped with sufficient force. The problem is finding the will to deploy it. The Valians won't lift a finger if it isn't to snatch a coin, and the Huana will barely do that much. No one takes charge to solve the big problems. But perhaps we could work together to our mutual benefit.
Perhaps you could.
Look around. Deadfire's full of fertile, temperate islands. Except for Andra's Mortar. It's largely free of rough weather. Yet much of it is uninhabited. Itinerant tribes drift between some of the islands, and smugglers and slavers cluster around the rest. It's a waste. Imagine what this place could be, with well-guarded shipping routes. How many Rawatayans we could feed with plantations here.
So you're exploiting Deadfire for the sake of Rawatay?
That's a naive view. One our enemies are keen to promote. Rawatay's violent storms have shaped and hardened us as much as they have our homeland's rocky terrain. But it remains a difficult place to live. So, we rely on trade, and on plantations we've established here. And those developments also create a more stable, productive Deadfire.
I don't see how you're much different from the other powers here. A raspy laugh rattles from her chest.
The Valian Trading Company wants to leech every last coin they can from the Deadfire, no matter the eventual cost. They're little more than thieves. The Principi are actual thieves, no matter their pretensions of nobility. And the Huana are happy to let them all pick away at their fractured empire. We're interested in building something here.
That's a worthy venture.
Glad you agree. If you're chasing the god who's stomping this place into the ground, then we have a common goal. And if you're going to survive here, then you could use an ally.
What do you have in mind?
The disaster at Hasongo remains a key concern. We rely on the port there to ship food back to Rawatai. That's on hold until you investigate. Short of that, there are other matters that demand attention. Atsura, our Grand Secretary, has a plan that would make use of your unusual talents. His office is downstairs. He can tell you more.
What's the game board for?
Hazatoa. Atsura and I usually have a game running, and this one's been going on for over a month and a half. Atsura's good at misdirection, but I've got a mind for the long game. You look like you've come with a purpose.
What happened to your hand? She extends her arm, holding the prosthetic between you. It's an exquisite piece with reinforced joints in each of the fingers and a smooth, sanded finish.
It happened a year into my first command. We were chasing pirates along Rawatai's south coast, and they landed a shot right next to our magazine. A lucky hit. I ran below. The fire was already spreading and making for our powder stores. I smothered what I could with my uniform, pulled the rest away with my own hands.
Most of this stuff is too nice. It's quite a story.
There's a cost to every victory, and the win goes to those willing to make a sacrifice. I'll bet you already know a thing or two about that, and if you don't, Deadfire will teach you soon enough.
Cool. Nothing here to glance at. Oh! Clearing her throat again. Maya raises her eyes.
Oh, you wanted something, Captain?
You were the one trying to get my attention.
What, me?
Maya chuckles and crosses her arms.
I'll go ahead and say it. You're halfway toward all right.
Maya pursues her lips and appraises you up and down. Oof, we're going for that now. Didn't expect this to happen so soon. We're gonna be such an asshole to some of the characters in this Let's Play. And I think we have already a long episode, and I really need to pee. So I wanted to do this first and get to the ship and then make a cut. So this dialogue will continue in the next episode, where after the dialogue we go to Hasongo, and after Hasongo we go to the brothel. And wait, before the brothel we may go and pick up Takeo. And in between we check. So the next episode, well, Hasongo will take a while. So the next episode will be this dialogue and Hasongo. And the episode after that will be a lot of NPC character interaction. Because then we will do some idiot stuff talking, some talking with Maya and see how the crew reacts to that. I want to have Pallegina along with that. And we're going to the brothel and see how people act there. That's gonna be fun. But I need a break. See you next time.